Hello YouTube, this is John, K5DVT, and today I'm working on this dipole that I got at the Clare Hamfest. That, if you can see, probably, don't know how well it'll show up on YouTube, you can see the dipole rope go up over that limb right there, and it comes down here to this fence post. And the way that I lift and lower it is by wrapping it around the fence post a certain number of times to get my certain determined height. Usually where I start off with is with the feed point over there just above my head, so I'm going to lift it up to that position. And what I'm worried about is if you've ever heard of the antenna characteristic, NIVIS, near vertical incident skywave antenna. Let's see here. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to look on my antenna analyzer, and 40 meters, it's actually more close into resonance down at the very bottom of, right above my head, I should say. Let's see here. Frequency. Oh. Let's see here. Went past it. There's 7 megahertz. I'm going to try 225. That seems to be that's what I consider the calling frequency. This analyzer is pretty bouncy. Oh, it's close enough, I guess. So right now, we're at 7.232. If you look at the SWR, you can see it's a 2.9 on the ground. Let me just find where it dips. I guess it dips right there. Our impedance right now is 41 ohms, and like many people have suggested that I do, I'm using 75 ohm TV coax, plus it was a whole lot cheaper than 50 ohm coax. So there it is at height level number 1 with the antenna feed point right here, just above my head. Now I'm a 7th grader, so I'm probably about 5 feet, and I barely get below the coax connector right there. And I'm going to raise it up 2 level notches, which means 2 times wrapped around the fence post. Now let's go look at the SWR. As you can see, probably it'll show up on video. You see the spacers right over there at the edge of my shack. You can see probably a white thing with brown stuff on it. That's the loading coil part for a that's the 80 meter coil right there on the 40 meter element. And this dipole has a 20 meter and 10 meter section. And normally I use a mobile tuner to tune it up, which I've tuned around on the bands, and it seems like my maximum SWR is like a 1 to 4, and the antenna tuner can tune a 1 to 10, so it's not that bad, actually. Looks like the SWR has gone up to 4.9. See our frequency. We're now out of the band. It was really weird. I guess that's not what's happening now. Earlier, I had it nearly on the ground, right above that height, probably about 2 feet, maybe 3 feet. and it seemed to come into resonance on 40 meters. Well, I'm going to crank it up all the way, and I'm going to see how that works out on the different bands, and check out 80. I want to see how good 20 meters would work out, to see if that would make if the higher I am, the lower SWR it is. As you can see probably also, the elements kind of dip down, even though that's not all the way high enough. That point right there, and the point for this one, over there on that one leg of the tree house, right there, that one branch, they're almost even. I think that one's like a foot lower, but that one over there, let's go look at that. Actually, in fact, you can't see it from here. Let's go over there. These are the spacers, and from what I can tell, they're made out of wood. And this end spacer right here, this wire had this plastic coating on the outside of the insulation, and that's completely come off, and in some places I've had to rip it off. But at this end, you can see there, that's the coil. It's kind of dark. And then up in the tree you can see the rope, and the rope ends just right there, if you can kind of see it. It's kind of dark, but maybe this will provide a good angle for how high we're going to be up. So I'm going to put the camera here. I'm going to let's see here, I'm going to angle it up in that direction. Maybe I can catch how high it's getting on camera. And there we are. Oops, sorry. As I'm sure you saw it go up. Anyway, let's do a band sweep and see where we're at on SWR. Okay. I'm going to put the camera back down on its tripod. Get it all balanced. Let's see here. I need to take the camera out and flip it around. That's what I need to do.